Title I loan, what's the purpose of the loan? The Title I loan may be used for purchasing or refinancing of a manufactured home, a developed lot, or which to place the manufactured home on in conjunction. The Title I loan can be used to purchase it as well as the manufactured home. Okay. The home must be one of the criteria is that the home must be the borrower's primary residence. I know I don't say it very right, but it's primarily. Second question. Under the manufacturing homes, question. What if the lot is a lease? Can I still qualify for the FHA loan? The Title I insure loans to borrowers that are not that is not required to purchase or own the land on which their manufactured home is placed. Say that again. The Title I insure loan to borrowers are not required to purchase or own the land on which the manufactured home is placed. Therefore, the borrower may lease a lot, such as a site lot within the manufactured home community or a mobile home park. Now, on the leased land or the lot, HUD requires the leaser, another mortgage term, the leaser to provide the manufactured homeowner or homeowners with a lease term of 3 years. And they place a clause within that states that the leaser must provide the homeowners or homeowners with a written notice of at least 180 days before the lease is to be terminated, in case that the seller is selling or closing the trailer park. They must provide at least 180 days for you to be able to make preparations and find you a place to go. Okay. Maximum loan term for manufactured homes are 20 years for a loan on a manufactured home or a single section manufactured home and lot. 15 years for a manufactured home and or a lot. 25 years for a loan on a multi-section manufactured home and lot. Manufactured homes are usually purchased. Now listen, this is so important. Manufactured homes to manufactured home people that are reducing their size of the home and they're going in that direction. Manufactured homes are usually purchased through a dealer or a retailer that sells the homes. The name of the lender in your area which specialize in financing manufactured homes can be obtained in your local yellow pages or at your local realtor. Not realtor, but at your local retailer, excuse me. These retailers are listed in the yellow pages of your telephone directory. They have the required application form. The manufactured home must comply with the model manufactured home installation standard and all applicable state and local requirements. It must meet those. Okay? So the manufactured homes in your area that you can get, and I hope that answers some questions for those that are looking at mobile homes. Okay? And want to know, can I get an FHA loan? You can get a Title I loan. It's still on the FHA, but you can get a Title I loan. FHA just have many programs. It's just one of the programs that can assist you, which is under that Title I loan. Now I'll tell you something else too about FHA that you need to know. FHA, what's good about it is that the requirements are just so minimalized that's easy to reach. Okay, just remember the 6 months reserve, which is a must, and remember $2 to $3 grand over that for reserve funds. Those are two different things. Okay. Also note, by going FHA, you will automatically get the market rate, especially if you have the 580 or more credit score, where it will get you to 3.5% down. Okay. If for any reason that the property falls into a default after you have acquired the property, HUD requires the servicer to offer you a workout program. No exception to that rule. Okay? HUD requires it. That's why I mentioned earlier, when you look at your statement on top or on the back, you see your FHA number and a phone number. Contact them to find out where the office is at and whom is in charge of your loan. Because it's good to have that name. Most people don't quit their jobs being working for a bank like that. Usually they're there for 10 to 15 to 20 years. Sometimes they can get promotions and move to another department. So you may get another person. Sometimes departments are liquidated and they merge with other departments, so you can get a different person from whom you obtained that information 3 or 4 years ago. Okay? So don't be alarmed. But an educated consumer is indeed the best customer, because you know exactly where to go to be able to defend and stand firmly in your square to defend your property. Okay? I want you to know that FHA also, even if you go through foreclosure and you are unable to qualify for the modification because you don't have no income. Okay? You lost your job. You can't use unemployment because it's temporary income, so you can't count that. But you also do Uber. So you can't jump up and say, hey, guess what, guys? I got unemployment plus I do Uber. That's not going to work. You're not going to qualify. But I do Uber. I mean, I do 1,000 a week. That does not work because you're not presenting it in a proper format. Listen to what I'm telling you. Listen now, because I'm talking to my own people, because that's where some of us mess up at. And even some of my Hispanic brothers and sisters, where we mess up at. When you work for Uber or Lyft, it is a self-employment position. Even Uber and Lyft tells you this. You're supposed to pay your taxes every quarter, like a corporation. Because you are, believe it or not. And you're supposed to have yourself set up as one too, by the way. They tell you these things. Some people pay it once a year. Well, you can, but you're supposed to do it every quarter. Why? Because of circumstances like this that may take place. Whether you're going to be a home buyer or you fell into foreclosure. Now you don't have a W-2 job to be able to support what you did have when you purchased a home, because now you got a 1099 job and you tell them, I'm self-employed now. Okay, what do? I'm a driver. Who do you work for? Guess what? When you're self-employed, do you know that you can get a LLC company and sign it up with Uber and Lyft? Your last name is Brown, so now you drive for Brown Transportation Corporation or Brown Transportation LLC. Occupation, owner/driver, or just driver. Okay? Meet the Robert's Rules of Law too, by the way. Having your bylaws and etc. You now have that corporation, and now you can use that corporation working for Uber. So who you work for? I work for Brown Transportation. What's your occupation? Driver. I get a 1099 from them. Oh, okay. Did you pay taxes? No, I just started. How long you been on the job with them? About 4 months. Okay, can you prove your income? Yeah. Because when Uber and Lyft deposit money into your account, they're going to deposit money into what account? Brown Corporation, LLC. I'm sorry, excuse me. And then from Brown LLC, you would pay yourself. And that will be deposited into your bank account. So when they ask you for 6 months or a 1 year bank statement, you're able to provide that to show proof of your income because you're on a 1099 form. Got me? Are you with me or am I by myself? I heard a wise man say. This is how you can overcome these obstacles if you set yourself properly right. Too often we don't do that. And so therefore we can't qualify and we mess up. Okay. If you have no income, not even Uber or Lyft, even though FHA requires you to be on a workout program and have the service to offer it to you, you will not be able to qualify for the workout program because you have no proof of income to pay. Well, Rick, I got an annuity check coming. Well, then guess what? That annuity income must meet the qualification that you had to meet when you first obtained that promissory note to pay. All stipulations in that still applies and that income must meet. So in other words, if you have a $2,100 a month expense, but you're only getting $1,500 under annuity, you will not qualify. Rick, I've had the house for over 10 years. I made an on-time payment. Just have this thing to fall. I mean, they know I'm going to pay, man. This is not personal. So take your personal contents out of it. This is business. And you better wake up and smell the coffee and come to the party because it's business, not personal. And you must operate and function in a business capacity if you want to keep your home. So if you don't have a job, period, you're not going to get a workout program. You're not going to get a modification, period. What is your option? You can't even file bankruptcy because you can't pay anything. So that option is going out the window. The only option that you have is a short sale. You can sell it by obtaining a professional realtor to have her to list it in the multiple listing service and then get a printout copy to give to the foreclosure department, and they'll work with you in that time frame that you need to sell that house, whether it's on a short sale or just a general sale. Okay? Your other option is a deed of lure, in which you will sign off all rights to the property. Under the deed of lure, there are lenders that will give you 60 days to leave and will even pay you up to $3,000 for the signing off of the deed of lure. Okay? Those are your only options that you have when you have zero income coming in. Now, I'm telling you about a HUD program that they're not going to tell you about. And you probably won't be able to find it on the internet unless you understand what it is and find the specification and the actual name and number that HUD placed by it to identify their program. This month, we're going to be talking about HUD programs. This month, we are on Mortgage Talk. I'm going to go over some HUD programs this month. Programs that some of you may or may not know, but it's good for you to have these programs because as an educated consumer, the best customer, you now can qualify because the banks have tightened their boat and they're turning people down. Okay. But if you know about these programs, then you can go, especially government programs, you can go to the lenders that are on the government list that service these programs, and then you can qualify for these programs and get the American dream. That's what this, but you don't know this if you don't listen to Mortgage Talk. We're on every Friday at 8:30 through Blog Talk Radio. You can go to blogtalkradio.com/Mortgage Talk 1 and you can get us. We're on every Friday at 8:30 p.m. Following that broadcast, we then will be on speaker.com. The show is mostly 45 to an hour long. So following that, an hour from that show ending, we'll be on speaker.com. So you miss